Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
You know, I haven't really been in the Christmas spirit, but just listening to that little jingle from our promo, like, has me feeling some sort of way this morning.
Suddenly you're filled with the spirit of the season.
And with something else.
Poop.
How are you today?
I'm great. I don't know what's up with me, but I was up early this morning. I was ready early, and here we are, ready to get brunchy with it. It'll be cute.
And I can't say the same about being up early. You know what? I was up early in the sense that I was up till 3 a.m.
Ooh, she's different.
We love a late night queen.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember those nights? Like when we actually had live performances, we wouldn't get home till 3 a.m. and go to sleep with your makeup on and everything.
Oh, all too often. Like, my skin was ravaged then, and it's even worse now that I'm doing all these digital gigs.
You know what? And I was just thinking about that the other day, and it's like, people don't realize how much work goes into these digital gigs. Like, when we do live performances, like, it's a little bit more exciting, but we only have to be on stage for like 3 minutes, you know? When we're doing the digital gigs, we have to like film the number like 10 times and then spend hours and hours and hours editing just to get $5 in tips.
Oh, yes.
Make sure y'all are tipping.
Yes, ma'am. The only difference is no pants.
I mean, I'm
covered up down here. To me.
I'm covered up. I'm just not wearing pads today.
Ooh.
I know. No hips, no titties.
Ooh, who is she? Hello, everyone, and welcome to Silicon Valley Pride's Holiday Brunch Show, hosted by me, Alpha Andromeda.
And me, Jackie Layshun.
I can't see how many people are like in the chat on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. So if you are watching right now, stretch your fingers out. Do a big ooh, grab,
jazz hands,
spirit fingers. Get those ready. And let me see you type something in the chat. Just say happy holidays.
That's very long.
Happy holidays? That's easy.
It's just long. Mm-hmm. Say Merry Crisis. Hallelujah. Dreidel. Not everyone celebrates Christmas.
We have a happy holidays.
That's us. Oh, we love you too, Brian.
Yeah.
I need you to cook for us sometime because you make some bomb-ass food.
Oh, Jeannie's watching. Happy holidays.
Hi, Jeannie.
Yeah.
Pixie Patel. Happy holidays. Gay Club TV. What is Gay Club TV?
I know. Tell me more about that.
Oh, Tony says happy holidays. Happy birthday, Tony.
Oh,
it's his 30th birthday today.
Ooh, happy birthday.
No.
I'm so glad to know that you're all here with us.
What does Lewis say down there? Just seen Woo-Woo in sweatpants and sneakers from the waist down last night. Please post those.
Send those to me immediately. I need to
DM us.
I need it for science.
We need it for things. For
reasons. Beautiful. Glad to see you all here this morning. We have an amazing show here for you. It's going to be full of queer artists, musicians, poets, just
comedian.
It's a huge bill of talent, and that's why I kind of went for this look. It feels like an old-fashioned, like, holiday variety show.
Mm-hmm.
Very cute.
I love that wig, by the way.
This? This wig? I can't stand it. It's ridiculous. It's so good. But shall we get started with some of our fantastic entertainment for the day?
I am more than ready.
Amazing. Coming onto your screens right now, we have a short set from a local shoegaze artist who has been extremely prolific in collaborating with other artists and actually has her own record label called Kitchen Horror Records. I guess I got that right. I think it was brilliant. Please, coming onto your screens, give it up for Lisa Dewey.
Thank you. I'm here. Woo!
Almost
Thank you. Thank you for the introduction, and thank you everybody for being here today. All right, I'm going to start with a song called Mellow Day. It's a love song. I only write a few of those that are positive, and this is one positive one.
Love it.
Take it away.
I'm following the words they come easy. When I'm following the words that come easy. And when I'm found, I'll be more sane than I've ever been. And when I'm found, I'll be more sane than I've ever been. Crazy times running through my head. Crazy thoughts running through my head. When I'm falling, the time becomes easy. When I'm falling, the time becomes easy. And when I'm found, I'll be more sane than I've ever been. And when I'm found, I'll be more sane than I've ever been. Crazy times running through my head. Crazy thoughts spinning through my head. It's okay, 'cause I'll find a way, find a way. I'll find another day. It's okay, 'cause I'll find a way, find a way. I'll find another way. I'm falling, it's such a mellow day. When I'm falling, it's such a beautiful day. And when I'm found, I'll be more sane than I've ever been. And when I'm found, I'll be more sane than I've ever been. Crazy times running through my head. Crazy thoughts spinning through my head. It's okay, 'cause I'll find a way, find a way. I'll find another day. It's okay, 'cause I'll find a way. I'll find another day. I'm falling and the words they come easy.
Thank you, everyone out there who I can't see. Okay, so this next song is, it's called Heathens. I'm just checking something really quick. Okay, I had a friend up in Seattle, Christine, who was going to tell me if my voice or guitar were too loud. And she hasn't said anything, so I'm assuming it's okay. All right, this song's called Heathens, and it's going to be super short because after I sing, there's like a long 16-bar guitar and drum and bass solo that goes on. So, yeah, we're good to go. It's going to be a shorty. I can see heathens, I can see I wanted to take you on the bar. I wanted to take you on the bar. Goes far, one down. Belly ache, it goes far, one down. Thank you. That song is all about when you have a bellyache because you're in love with someone, but it's a good bellyache, and it's just like goes far, one down being like you're going down, you know, for the love count. Anyway, okay, this song's another love song called By Your Side, and then I have a couple more melancholy songs coming after that. And Saldi, if you could let me know if I'm going over time, that would be great on the chat. I also want to do a call out to Jean-Marie for his birthday. Happy birthday. And thank you, Silicon Valley Pride, for having me today. This song's called By Your Side. I've been watching, I've been thinking, I've been watching you, and I've been thinking you. You are what you need, I don't know. You are what you need, I don't care. I don't care, just wanna be by your side. If I look all day, I might find, and if I search all night, I might find you, and you are what you need. I don't know, you are what you need. I don't care, I don't care, just wanna be by your side, just wanna be by your side. What it's all about, and I haven't got a clue, but I'm gonna find out. And you are what Hope it's not too loud. Okay, thank you, everybody. This next song is, I'm looking for a note from, okay, no, everything's good so far. Okay, I'm gonna do a song called The Cycle Is Now Broken. All right, here we go. I remember words and things and words. I remember words and things we did, and I was taken by you. And I remember words and things and words. I remember words and things we did, and I was taken by you. What in the world has happened to yours? Are you with me? My actions have fulfilled my words, but what in the world has happened to yours? Are you with me? I remember words and things and words. I remember words and things we did, and I was. I remember words and things and words. I remember words and things we did, and I was. My words, but what in the world has happened to yours? Are you with me? My actions have fulfilled my words, but what in the world has happened to yours? Are you with me? I remember words and things and words. I remember words and things we did, and I was really taken by you. Thank you, everybody out there. I can't tell who's watching, but I am getting some texts, and I do see some little notes in the chat and stuff. So thank you, everybody who made it out today. And there's a lot of really cool people coming up after me. So do I have time for one more song?
Should we do one more? I think we can do one more.
Okay, it's a little shorter than the other ones, and it's called Trash, Taking Out the Trash. And I wrote it with 2 broken feet. I'll tell you that story later. Okay, it's a more upbeat kind of like, you know, funky song. Anyway, this is called Taking Out the Trash. Taking out the trash, this is no accident. Taking out the trash, this is no accident. Can't you see? I'm kicking you in the ass, this is no accident. Kicking you in the ass, this is no accident. Can't you see? Oh! have no time. Then you had no lines, but you had no time. Then you see, I can see right through a bus stand, I'm busting moves and I'm taking out the trash. You don't have to ask, you don't have to ask. I can see right through a bus stand, I'm busting moves and I'm taking out the trash. You don't have to ask, you don't have to ask. Taking out the trash, you don't have to ask, you don't have to ask. Taking out the trash, this is no accident. Taking out the trash, this is no accident. Can't you see? I'm kicking you in the ass, this is no accident. I'm kicking you in the ass, this is no accident. Can't you see? Thank you, everybody, for watching, and thank you, Silicon Valley Pride, and have a great day, and have fun, everybody else, while performing today.
Yes, thank you so much, Lisa. You're fucking awesome.
Thank you.
And I hope all of you watching went ahead and tipped Lisa. Can we get that Venmo scrolling again at the bottom? Perfect. Tip your artists, tip your performers, because if you saw them in person, you would have paid a cover fee or something, tickets to a concert. You would have paid something to see them, and that would have supported them. We don't have that right now. So support your artists directly and tip them on Venmo. It's so easy.
Exactly what Alpha said. And if you can't afford to tip, that's okay. You know, share their art somewhere, leave them positive reviews. Do something that promotes the artist, because literally anything helps.
Yes, and we all know our artists are fully getting us through second lockdown, any lockdown. We absolutely need the art to survive, especially during the holidays.
Exactly. Let's move on to our next artist.
Let's do it.
Our next artist is goes by NehaXStich. She's a fiber artist whose work is focused mostly around social justice, the South Asian American experience, or whatever is on her mind that day. She doesn't like to take herself too seriously and enjoys creating pieces that are bright, bold, and fun, just like us. This is actually going to be a short pre-recorded, I guess, number or...
We're just calling everything a number.
Anyway, we are going to show you guys a little bit of her art. Please get your Venmos ready for NehaXStich.
Have you ever found yourself wondering, I think my Christmas tree needs some more hand-embroidered ornaments? No, neither have I. Well, my name is Neha, and on Instagram you can find me as NehaXStich, and today I'm going to show you how to make a miniature hand-embroidered Christmas ornament.
Full disclosure, today's pattern comes from one of my favorite books of all time, Mega Mini Cross Stitch by Makoto Ozu. I cannot recommend his book enough, especially for beginners who are looking for simple and easy to complete cross-stitch patterns that don't require a lot of practice. Today, I've picked out the mini Christmas tree for us to use. Let's start by gathering our materials. Here I have some glittery Aida fabric, which you totally cannot see on camera. This is special for cross-stitch because it allows us to create the actual X's or crosses that make cross-stitch unique. Then I grabbed some colors of thread we want, and of course my needle and rainbow unicorn scissors. And now I'm just going to start stitching away. I'm starting off with green because it's the most prominent color in our pattern, and then as I move forward I will fill in all of the remaining colors. I usually work from left to right, starting the X's in one direction and completing them on my way back. And here we are, that is the last green stitch we are going to need to put in, and now it's time to swap our colors. Let's speed this up again, shall we? In real time, this was probably more like 20 minutes of work. now let's wrap up this pattern by using the last color, and here we go. It is all done. And now to finalize this piece, I'm just going to cut a little border in the shape of a gift tag, fray our ends a little bit, and then add a nice little ribbon at the top to hold it in place. And that's all there is to it. There is an easy DIY hand-embroidered Christmas ornament. For more of my work, be sure to check me out on NehaXStich on Instagram, and thank you for supporting Silicon Valley Pride.
That was so cute.
That's insane because it looked really quick because she sped through it, but you know it takes so much time to do something that looks like that big.
Right. Especially that tiny, that detailed. I'm just like,
Yeah.
Like, I need her to make me some earrings.
Oh, that'd be cute. Cross-stitching for cross-dressing.
That should be, oh my gosh, like her side business.
Obviously.
If you guys liked what you saw, even if you didn't like what you saw, go give her a follow on Instagram. It's NehaXStich at NehaXStich. Follow her on Instagram, share her stuff. If she has stuff for sale, go buy something from her. Like, support your local artists.
Yeah, she has some really cute stuff from like keychains, pins, like so much cute stuff.
Such an easy gift to give.
That's very true. Support a local artist, local gifting, all that good stuff.
Yeah, and since they're local, you can get it before Christmas.
Another,
which is 5 days away.
Oh,
I've done zero shopping.
Yeah, I'm very not ready for Christmas at all.
Are any of us though?
And like that's the thing is, I'm generally like I'm the biggest Scrooge ever. Like I get roped into doing a lot of holiday gigs, but I hate Christmas. Retail ruined me.
Oh, that's why.
I can't do it. I don't like it. I don't want to see it. Is it over yet? So the fact that I don't have to like see my 40 cousins this year, brilliant.
Someone just said everyone's getting canned goods this year. That's right. You getting a can of peas. You getting a can of corns.
You know what? Finally, a gift I can use. She needs a PS5.
Oh my gosh. My roommates have a PS5.
Oh my god, of course they do.
They're nerds.
Moving right along. Our next performer coming onto your screens is San Jose native, who is a spoken word poet. He is a queer Latinx flower-loving millennial who is devoted to performing poems from his heart to yours. He is a heavily awarded spoken word poet, and he will be gracing your screen right now. Please give it up for Jarvis Subia.
Hey, I'm Jarvis Subia, and I'm a poet and spoken word artist from San Jose, California, and I'm going to perform a poem for you today. Take this off. Given that it's been a rough year, and that we always hope for a better one, this poem is titled, This Will Be the Year. This is going to be the year of movement. The year I learned to dance publicly like nobody is watching. The year of hips and cumbia, of percussion and my ceaseless heartbeat. This be the year I allow the music to consume me till I birth back as a song. This is going to be the year of travel. The year I learned to leave here and return for what is not worth letting go. The year I learned cannabis is self-care and self-indulgence. This be the year the monarch gets live and flutters out the cocoon. You better recognize the emperor in new clothes so you can see all that I am when bass breaks through throat and becomes soul. This is going to be the year I ask for all of my clothes back. And be the year I give back all the people I've become clothing for. This is going to be the year of friendship and all the different faces of love. the year I try a little tenderness. This is going to be the year I open my heart and say you are allowed to live here, even if you choose not to stay. The year I am continued to be reminded that Jack could have survived the Titanic if he had not known how violent his own heart could be. This is going to be the year of passion in spring. The year I learned to wear flowers in bloom. The year of Ocean and Mercury and Keys, of Simone and Santana and Beyonce. The year I learned to cut and scratch the record of my life. The year I remix, rebirth, and revolution. This is going to be the year I learn my voice is power and change, as symbol and circumstance, as my own name and gift. This is going to be the year I learn to become student, then teacher, then student again, then all at once. The year I hear you even when you are not speaking. This is going to be the year I run wild to know it can never be tamed. The year I become unabashful, unapologetic, unbroken. The year I forgive myself and learn I didn't need to. This is going to be the year I celebrate myself, I sing myself. The year I learn all the words I have been searching for. The year of becoming. The year you finally meet me. The year that I would love so much. Thank you all. I appreciate you coming. I hope you all have a great holiday celebration, and see you all in the new year in better health. Later.
Those are some powerful words.
New year, new Jarvis. I'm very excited. No, that was lovely. I really thought that was one of those special things that we could have here, because we don't have like a huge virtual space for spoken word poetry, I feel. So I'm very glad we could showcase that on the Silicon Valley Pride channel.
Right. I want to point out, he was wearing his mask in the beginning. Are you guys all wearing your mask when you're out in public? I'm getting to that point where I'm gonna start punching people that I see not wearing masks.
And she has big meaty claws.
Girl. No, I'm super over this lockdown. Not that I'm gonna like go break it, but like I'm done. I meant
running naked through the streets. He's like,
just a mask on my face and a mask on my crotch, and that's it. Like nothing else. You know what? We should make a dress out of masks.
I'm writing that down.
An outfit out of just masks everywhere, sewn together.
Oh, that's actually. Why hasn't that been done yet?
Because it's hard. And I don't think there's any masks that are like available. Like everyone's sold out of everywhere.
Very that.
For healthcare workers. Anyways, if you guys didn't get a chance, did Jarvis's Venmo, was that across the bottom?
That was not. I don't know if we have it or not.
Okay, well, we'll share it later with you guys. Let's move on to our next artist.
Yes.
They are a local queer musician from San Jose, California. And they recently played at San Jose Strong's Queer Homecoming. You can find them at soundcloud.com/Damian Mac. Please get your Venmos, your Instagrams, everything out. Get ready for Damian.
Hi everybody.
Hello.
I'm about to switch my mic to the regular microphone I use, but when it's on, I can't hear anybody, so I just want to say hi. You guys look great.
Thank you. So do you.
Thank you. Wearing my little hat. I'm just in my room. Cleared my roommates out for 20 minutes, so that's all I could do. Yeah.
Leave. I have to do something.
Pretty much.
All right.
Well, I can't wait to hear what you have for us.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Put this on.
Take it away.
Including driver 1.
Oh. We weren't ready yet. Oh, now we're ready. Good.
Can everybody hear that? That song. And then that one was called Deterritorialize. I like that one. It's fun for me because it has like 2 parts to it. This next one is called Price Range. And I wrote it kind of recently, or at least I went through a lot of changes recently. So this is, you're all getting a new version. New year, new song.
I'm tired of living outside my price range. People like you and I live and die inside a shrinking wage. That's something I accept with a hole in my neck. And I'm thinking about what you said to me when we were high. Inside your inflamed mind, you saw my name inside of flashing lights. I've been waiting for that dream to die, die,
coming and going in stereo. I want to go home. This isn't breadsticks and poverty for all. Here's the helpline, give them a call. They can talk you through life's slow assaults like it's nobody's fault. So I thought that I'd check out and stick my head into a hole. Reality TV, one more degree, a live stream of a soul. Brand new way to scroll, 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 scroll. Time is exploding into cold as strongholds fall in dominoes. A world no one knows. Yeah. Yup. I know that's right. That one was called Price Range. Super happy to be here. And please let me know if I'm going over time or anything. This has been a really fun show so far. This next one is called No Thoughts, but not like thoughts, like thoughts. Please don't stop talking to me. I just can't stand being alone anymore. This house is so cold and I can't see the future like I did before, like I did before. Up to the test. I just can't do it. See, there's the task, and then there's the 20 in my brain. So there's that, there's that, there's that. But if you could get me out of my head, I'd do anything I could do. Anything. Bloody angel sings glory to those listening. They cut me down for their beliefs. I pray the Lord my soul release. Yeah. I've got a cat who wants to come into this room, but they can't come in. She's just gonna have to meow. And And then this next one is also kind of new. It's a little long. Hopefully that's fine. It's called Identified. Nobody wants it, nobody wants it, did you see it? There was a warning, it was recording, everyone's swarming you on me. And the process made me cry. Your job, you're not a problem. We don't want your reformed dream. Nobody wants it, nobody wants it, nobody wants it. We all see. They don't protect us, they will correct us, they will wreck us. We are. So the process, let it die. Turn around, identify. The machine make us do she wanted to sing backup. She was like, I want to get in on this one. This is my song. This is for me. She was right. So, in the background, that was Lint. That was Lint the cat. And this next one, I'm pretty sure it's my last one. I think I am reaching my time. It's called Eating Other People, and it's very short. And I want to thank everybody for having me here. Super fun. I've loved everybody's performances and sets so far. Yeah, so this is it. Everybody have a great day. Greasing off the bodies and the fry them in ash. Off with the digital thing and the paperless cash. Let me cake the carbon and the frosting of fear. But every single reminder that we will drown out in beer. And I'll tell you the secret, which one's your good year. Yeah, this is the one thing I don't wanna hear. Eating other people won't make anybody care for you. And eating other people won't make anybody care for you. And eating other people won't make anybody care for you at all.
That was
really fantastic, and I'm so glad we had your talent as well as your backup singer's talent. That was an unexpected surprise that made it.
It was a very welcome surprise.
Exactly.
You have an absolutely gorgeous voice.
Thank you.
And your songs, like they're catchy. Like I just followed you on Instagram. I tipped you as well. I'm gonna be checking out more of your music soon.
Thank you. I have to post some of it. I'm really bad at recording, like terrible at it. So hopefully I have some stuff out for you to check out soon.
Yay.
It's a very chaotic time.
If you guys liked what you heard, Damian's Venmo is down along the bottom. Damian Snack. Send them some tips.
Yeah. And thank you so much for joining us today. We're so happy to have you.
Thank you for hosting. Cool. Yeah, very happy to be here.
All right, that was so good.
I know, all the feels.
I'm like, honestly, like I have not a soft spot for musicians, but like musicians turn me on. Like, pluck my strings like that, please.
Love how you were waiting until Damian got off camera to say that. You're like,
I was waiting. It was just now we have. Yeah, it's just it worked.
Yeah.
We are falling a little bit behind schedule.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're drag queens. Like it's drag time, so I guess we're on time.
Was literally just going to say, like you signed up for it.
Pretty much. So we're gonna get moving along, just so that way we're not holding you guys here too long. Our next performer is actually a comedian. And they hosted part of the San Jose Strong's Queer Homecoming. So they hosted the drag portion of it, which was pretty cool. Funny as hell.
It was so fun to like kind of like bounce back and forth with her. She's so cool.
Yes. I'm going to read her bio real quick. Cynthia in Public is a San Jose-based comic and producer. Presently, Cynthia is the CEO/overlord of Bangao Productions, an online comedy central that centers around Black, Indigenous people of color, women, differently abled, and LGBTQ plus people that are often marginalized in comedy. The company boasts the longest running online drag or Bay Area comedy show, Comedians and Commentary and Cynthia, CCC, that has raised over $1,000 for local Bay Area Black Lives Matter charities. In their free time, Cynthia in Public is the proud emotional support human to her cat, Samson. And you can follow her on Instagram or Facebook at Cynthia in Public, or at Bang Productions. Let's go ahead and bring Cynthia onto the screen.
Hi, I missed y'all.
Oh, we missed you.
Hi, Cynthia.
How's it going?
It's going great. How is it going with you?
It's good. I still can't say your name, Jackie, without laughing. Like, I feel like a fucking middle schooler every time I feel like ejaculation, like ejaculation.
Well, it's funny because we have the maturity of middle schoolers here, so it's totally fine.
And then Alpha. Yes.
Hello.
She gets the bow. I just get the laughed at.
Well, you're both queens in my book. Okay, so let's go.
Thank you. She's the queen of hearts. I'm the queen of sharks.
Oh, and hi, Damian. Fuck you, but hi, Damian.
Hello.
Okay, every comedian hates musicians, and I agree because I love them too. It's like, how can you have a beautiful ass angelic voice and like just seduce the entire crowd with your old charisma and voice and shit, and then I come up here saying like dick jokes, and like I get no love. Like how
we need the dick jokes though. Society can collapse without it.
Mm-hmm.
It's necessary.
Plus, we love you. You said no one loves you. We love you.
Yeah, who's to say that the whole crowd isn't thirsting over you right now?
I know, but Alpha ain't gonna be like, ooh, I'm gonna follow Cynthia. I'm gonna slide into their DMs. Like, nah, like, no.
You know what?
We'll give you a follow. I'm gonna give you a follow.
Right now, right this second.
Especially you, Damian. All right, I'm just kidding. I actually don't know when to start. Let me know when to. I don't know.
Oh, I thought we already started.
Okay, cool. Me too. In my head, I was just checking. But to anyone in the interweb right now, I encourage you to put some chats and comments. I will definitely read them out loud if they show up on bottom. Introduce to myself again. My name is actually Cynthia Wanting. My Starbucks name is Sophia. But in public, I go by just Cynthia because people tend to butcher and brutalize my last name the way that colonizers have butchered and brutalized my home country of Cameroon. Yeah. Whenever there's like more than like a few white people in the crowd, like it usually just gets silent because I think for them it's just too slow. Like they just can't handle it.
Yeah.
But people always ask me, what's it like being from Cameroon? Simple. I don't believe in tap water. I don't believe in dishwashers. I don't believe in government officials. And I don't believe in divorce. Yeah. Fun fact, I found out my parents were divorced at 16 years old. I legit thought that they were married and together, but in two separate countries for like 8 years. Which is why you should always apply to college. Like, you learn some shit. I'm just saying. And then even more facts about Cameroon. Right now, there's the person that's in charge and the person that we elected. Those are two different people. I don't know if America has any experience with that, but it causes some issues. Yeah, so moving on, I live in San Jose, California, which I love. It's great. I just turned 26, which is also really fun. I have a medium large size body and extra large size boobs. Actually, I should show, just look at my boobs, like extra large size boobs. So the only place I can find bras that fit my size are Target, the maternity section at Target, or Home Depot.
Whoa.
They don't tell you this, but at Home Depot, you just get there early, you go in the back. They have these huge support brackets, and they will cut it down to size. Oh my God, they're just so great. But you know, like my boobs aren't like a Macy's Thanksgiving Day Prairie so huge. Like, look, they're big, but they're not like blah. But I will say that when I'm in the shower, I have to lift each boob up individually to wash the boob sweat and the food crumbs out from the day. Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing.
Me too.
And then when I get out of the shower, I have to put a towel on underneath the boob, just so like the mold and the mildew doesn't set in. But I'm pretty serious about that. There's a lot of upkeep. Honestly, the only good thing about big boobs is no, there's nothing good, just the back pain. Yeah, you know what? You're not missing much. You're not missing much. Little titties all the way. So I used to think last year was the worst year of my life until 2020 happened, and then that just took the whole fucking cake. But last year I thought it was bad because I got out of a 3.5 year relationship. I left the job, and I got into a car accident all within the span of 2 weeks. Yeah. But even with all of that, I felt like the hardest thing I did last started to date again. And that's just to say that dating sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. Balls and tits and dicks and dimes and nickels. Like legit, like just dating, like it just made me miss the old days, you know? It's just like whatever happened to meeting people in real life. I mean, this is pre-COVID, obviously. But like even then, like everything was all about apps, and you just like swipe, and you don't really get to know people. It's just you arbitrarily reject people before you get to know them when you wouldn't do that in real life, you know? It just made me think like maybe the old ways were better, you know, maybe meeting people face to face, forming that connection. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is that dating sucks so much, it made me miss the days of arranged marriages. And I still think we got to bring that back, you know? Like, I just want to meet the love of my life on my wedding day. Is that too much to ask for? Is it? Is it now? Yeah. But I am, hold on 1 second. I think this is a little bit better on my audio, right?
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am bisexual, which means that the only people that truly love me are straight couples on Tinder. They really understand me, I think. But I got into some interesting dating scenarios. So I remember once I had this friend of like 8 years, and I thought we were going on a date. We were going to the movies. But then I showed up. I dressed really nice and fancy and everything. And then he showed up with his cousin. It wasn't a date. And then I'm like, okay, well, I guess we're just friends, right? And then the next time we went to the movies, he showed up really nice and dressed and stuff, but I brought my cousin. And it was just this whole thing of like circus always being crossed, right? But then I went out with a girl a few months ago. I'm like, okay, like we both understand each other. We sort of spoke about like, you know, we might be on the same brainlet, right? It's really gay. She came over, but then she picked up my cousin on the way. And I wish I was kidding you, but I would not make up the fact that when you're trying to have a nice dinner and like get it going with the girl, my cousin cut in and she asked for a second plate. Like, and then she was just like, I'm not here. I just want some more chicken. I'm not here. Ignore me. Like, it's just like, it's just the worst thing. And then so like, after that, like we were like, she kind of got a little bit drunk. So I'm like, okay, let me drop her off at home, right? And I ended up dropping her off at home and then my cousin off because, of course, my cousin came with her, so she didn't have a ride home. And I'm sure you're wondering, like, when did you drop off your cousin? Honestly, we just both wanted to make sure that we got home safe. So. We're gentle ladies, I guess. And it also makes me realize, I think that my cousin has a thing with my dates and maybe for me. You know, I don't know. This is weird to say, but like she's walked in on me masturbating twice. You know, like this week, like with my dildo. And I mean, I got the dildo when I got out of the relationship last year. You know, I went to CVS pharmacy. I bought like a pack of condoms and then a pack of batteries. And that was cool. And the dildo has never let me down, but I just think that it's a little bit disrespectful that she always walks in on me when I try to masturbate in her room. You know, it's just no boundaries. It's respectful, right? And I know what you're thinking. I know the question on your head. Why would you masturbate with a condom? You know? And the answer is like safe sex. Safe sex. Because, you know, I got the what if it was a return? You never know. You really never know. It could have been in your mom, it could have been in your grandma, it could have been ejaculation, it could have been in some person in Idaho. Like, who knows where it's been? Who knows? Especially because I kind of sort of got it at Goodwill.
Gently used.
It's a bargain, okay? It was a bargain. Yeah, no, I'm kidding. Maybe. I don't know. You'll never know. But it still works. They knew how to build things back in the day. I'll say that. But let me kind of take it back to just talking about 2020 because it's been a rough ass year. Like I feel like the apocalypse has created a new normal. You know, like waking up at 5 p.m. every day, normal. Not being able to hug your mom, somehow that's normal now. Not treating your yeast infection for 12 weeks. Normal. But you know, just looking back at this year, like let's just recap a little bit what happened. Like we started with World War III. I don't know if anyone remembers that. But we like the whole thing with Iran and James. Kobe passed away. Sorry. It's too much. Kobe Bryant passed away, sadly, with his daughter. And then COVID came, which launched us into our current apocalypse and shelter in place. And then George Floyd, unfortunately, passed away. And then white people realized that racism is still a thing and discovered racism. And thoughts and prayers to white people. And then has to the killer bee. I don't know. Okay. Fuck this year is what I'm trying to say. Fuck this year. Like y'all remember when we had the fires and we were all just like stuck in the house, but it was like 120 degrees out, and then the sky was orange. The sky was orange. How the fuck is the sky orange? Like I wake up and I'm like, am I supposed to be awake? Am I supposed to be asleep?
The trauma.
Isn't even up. Why should I be awake? And then I have a cat, just like you, Damian, a cat that bothers me all the time. He's like, meow, meow. I want to go outside. I'm like, nah, bitch. You and I both know that you have cat asthma. Stay in the house. And it's just like, no, I want to go outside. I'm like, no, you will die. The sky is orange. And that was just nonstop meows, just like you said, for 2 fucking weeks. Right? It was burning in California, just like burning in Australia. We just didn't have the cute koalas die. And it was just sad. Right? And then we went into an election, right? And the election was just 2 old white men fucking each other over on stage while the third guy, Chris Wallace, watched. Right? We were all America in that case. We were all just watching democracy unfolding, right? And then election week, which we were waiting for, for three fucking years, because they've been campaigning for like 20 years, finally came. And then I was just like, do I buy a gun? Do I buy more hand sanitizers? Do I buy toilet paper? And then I was like literally also just charging every single thing, like my taser, my phone, my laptop, my iPad, just because I knew PG&E was a 50% chance they would cut us off like the toxic ex-girlfriend. They always treat us ass, okay? And then election week came and it passed, and then Biden won, which we found out 3 weeks later. 3 weeks of anxiety and throwing up and like not knowing and just the stress. And then now people were dancing the street. It was all great. Woohoo! I'm like, no, fuck that. Because you know what? Obama, Biden were in. They made maybe one good thing for us. One good thing. They took away don't ask, don't tell, and Prop 8, right? But you know what? Trump undid like half of that shit, right? And how can we think that just in 1 year, we're 2021, yay, 2021, that you can just undo all that fucking shit, okay? Trump is a fucking cesspool vacuum motherfucking just ching, right? But the thing is, everything that created him is still there. It's still there. It's gonna take work to undo. So anyone that's looking forward to fucking 2021, put your hand down, okay? Fucking 2030 is what I'm looking forward to, okay? Screw this whole entire decade. Screw all of it. A lot of people have died. A lot of people have lost their jobs. And I'm just mad. I just want it to be over. Okay? I just want it to end and be over. Like, I don't want this decade anymore. Just screw it. Just screw it.
Catch your breath, girl.
I feel like I should end on a good note.
That was all good.
The good note that I have is be one of those comedians you hear about in the news that passed away because she got really fucking depressed during COVID times and couldn't handle it. But the biggest accomplishment I have for this year is just making it through this year, returning to your birthday. And I just want to say to anyone out there that feels like you're alone or feels like you're not doing enough, like just being alive or surviving this motherfucking year is enough. Okay, take care of your mental, emotional, physical health, because we've learned this year that you are not only your brother's keeper, you're your neighbor's keeper. What you do affects everyone around you, and you got to give the love first back to yourself before helping anyone else. So please know you're important, you're valuable, you're loved, and fuck the 20s, okay? Go 2030. That's it. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Cynthia. That was hilarious. And fuck 2020. Fuck the 2020.
Fuck the 2020. And 2020.
You made some good points in there. Some things that I think a lot of us have forgotten since there's so much that happened this year. So thank you for reminding all of us. The history books are going to be... These kids in like 2035 in history class are going to have so much shit they have to remember.
There's going to be like one giant fat chapter, like 20.
That a whole semester on the 2020.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to that final, just for this year.
That AP test gonna be hard.
Yeah, I feel like just reading history book would be traumatic for me. Like just reading, just like, oh, the toilet paper shortage. Ah! I can't.
You know how they say, like, if you don't know history, we're doomed to repeat it. I hope that's not the fucking case with this. All y'all better fucking remember this. Remember this year.
I went to Safeway the other day, and since they announced the new lockdowns, I can't find toilet paper anywhere anymore. So
you know, I got a bidet, and let me tell you, I no longer miss men. The pressure on that thing, I can't even turn it on half pressure without feeling like my asshole get ripped open. Like,
I don't know why the pressure goes so high on those. My friend has one. It's nuts.
I know.
She's like, oh, we don't buy toilet paper anymore, and I'm like, I don't want to use your toilet. Don't want to do it.
I mean, so let me tell you, it gets you clean, but then you're like sopping wet. You still have to wipe something. You have to like otherwise.
Yeah, you just like.
Well, my roommates were like, you can get like a washcloth and have it next to the toilet and just use it over. I was like,
no,
I'll just do one wipe with the toilet paper. I'll make my toilet paper last a month, okay?
Or just, pants back on, pleasant dampness.
Or just put the hair dryer next to the toilet. The hair dryer there you go, and then it's warm.
But they should come with a hair dryer like add-on where it's like this is the water function, this is the drying function.
Damian, I think you're in the wrong line of work.
You are.
I think you need to bring that to Shark Tank right now.
Stuff now.
No more music. Just into bidet asshole dryers.
Bidet engineering.
The next biggest thing.
You're not gonna believe this.
Thank you so much for having me on. Thank you, Damian, Alpha, Jackie, Layshun. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cynthia. And thank you, Damian, for being here. I hope you guys have a blessed holiday, whether you're going to be with family or at home alone drunk like I am.
Yeah, have a good holiday.
And fuck 2020. All right. We're going to go ahead and move on with our next act by Cynthia. This is actually a pre-recorded video from my co-hostess.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what you're doing?
So originally when we were talking about like doing something for this, like my first instinct was like, yeah, holiday makeup tutorial. I'll do that. Quick, easy, done. I kind of wanted to talk about something that I thought would be a little bit more important, and kind of use my time a little more productively. So, let's give it up for me.
Roll that clip.
Hi everyone, I'm Alpha Andromeda, and I'm here to talk to you about something very important. It's something that I know you're avoiding. I know it's not something you want to think about, but it's something you're going to have to take part in. Your family's holiday Zoom call. You've been putting off replying to that mass email that your Aunt Cheryl sent out, and you don't want to think about what it's going to be like on the day of. This is the one time you're going to be seeing family this year, so you should really make the best impression. If you look good on this call, you're going to look like you're getting through 2020 just fine. Just fine. Just fine. Just fine. As someone who now regularly does live stream shows, I think I can help you out a little bit with some tips and tricks for getting yourself together and getting your best possible setup. Put your best face forward. So first off is gonna be your camera position. I like having mine right at eye level. You can go a little bit above, but you never wanna be looking up at your camera. That's just kinda awkward and it seems a little disconnected. And you definitely don't wanna have your camera down here. This angle is for no one. So if you have like a large box, a stack of books, anything that you can really kind of set your camera or your laptop up a little bit higher, that'll make all the difference with your shot. The second thing that I am so picky about is lighting. Like for the brunch stream and everything that's currently happening now, I have this giant, gorgeous window that just beams in natural light. I am so blessed. But right now I'm using a ring light because I'm a professional. And if you don't have a ring light, you can literally get like a lamp right behind your camera and that'll make all the difference. Just so long as you are lit from the front. Do not light yourself from above. Like this isn't it. This will have your Aunt Becky saying, "What's going on? I can't see your beautiful face." This lighting is truly just homophobic. Also, set the scene. No matter where you are in your house, you have somewhere that looks good and is kind of a cute moment to serve as a background. I like this plain white wall. Whenever I'm doing a stream, I have this little light set up back here and I like to play with the colors on it and everything. That's just my thing. I just broke it doing that. But I still have this nice plain white wall. I'm a fan of a plain white wall. I don't care what people say. But you have somewhere in your home that'll look good. Just take the laundry off the couch. I know. It'll have to get done eventually. And last but not least, dress yourself up a little. Honestly, it only has to be your top half. For any given stream, I'm like full glamour on top and sweatpants on bottom. So you really don't have to sacrifice your comfort at all. But you should get a little bit cute. Wow. So I hope these tips are useful for you. I think you should be able to honestly set this up in less time than it takes for your Aunt Carol to figure out how to unmute herself. Hopefully she doesn't. So stay home, and have a wonderful, safe holiday.
That was so good.
Thank you. Literally, it's just how I set myself up for every stream. And Joe dropped in the comments, please Venmo me a couple tips so I can get a new ring light, because this is my backup ring light that I'm using now. And I do streams at night, so I need to have two, because one is nowhere near enough. Are you okay, Jackie?
I'm actually using your tip right now. I have my laptop set up on a stack of books, so it's like at eye level.
Yeah, and then have your light literally like at the same point that your camera's at. Beautiful.
Yeah, I have actually two little like spotlights on either side of me. They're pointing at the wall, so it's bouncing off and reflecting onto me. I think it's good lighting. I don't have a ring light or a white wall behind me.
But you do have an audio delay. So
do I?
Yeah, it's a little loud.
Okay. Hold on. Let's take these out.
Yeah.
My AirPods died, and so I had to switch to the AirPods Pro. And I guess this works. I'll just listen to the audio through the laptop speakers like a poor person.
How dare. Well, since we are very behind schedule, let's keep it on rolling. Let's give it up for your next performer, my co-hostess, Jackie Layshun.
All right. So I was asked because I participated before in Over the Rainbow Storytime, which is like drag queens reading books to children. And so I was asked by Silicon Valley Pride to actually read a children's book today for you guys. I didn't practice, and I haven't looked at this book in years and didn't realize how long it was. So I am going to be reading it quickly. It is called How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which is very fitting for this time of year because I feel like a fucking Grinch.
Great way to start off your children's set.
What?
Great way to start off your children's set.
Wait, are there children watching?
I don't know.
Probably not. Who wants their kid to see this? I don't know. Alpha, stay on the video with me while I read. I want to see your reactions. All right, I'm going to go quick. Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot. But the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not. The Grinch hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Now, please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right. It could be, perhaps, that his shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small.
Okay.
But whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve hating the Whos, staring down from his cave with a sour, grinchy frown at the warm lighted windows below in their town. For he knew every Who down in Whoville beneath was busy now hanging a mistletoe wreath. And they're hanging their stockings, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow is Christmas, it's practically here. Then he growled with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming. I must find a way to stop Christmas from coming. For tomorrow he knew all the Who girls and boys would wake bright and early, they'd rush for their toys. And then, oh the noise, 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 noise. That's one thing he hated, the noise, 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 noise. And then the Who's young and old would sit down to a feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast, 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 feast. They would feast on Who pudding and rare Who roast beast, which was something the Grinch couldn't stand in the least. And then they'd do something he liked least of all. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, would stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They'd stand hand in hand and the Who's would start singing. They'd sing and they'd sing and they'd sing, 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 sing. And the more the Grinch thought of this Who Christmas sing, the more the Grinch thought, I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years I put on with this now. I must stop this Christmas from coming, but how? 53 years. I mean, if, you know, every Christmas some man sang about how much of an asshole I was, I'd be pretty pissed too. Then he got an idea, an awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. I know just what to do, the Grinch laughed in his throat, and he made a quick Santa Claus hat and a coat. And he chuckled and clucked, what a great Grinchy trick. With this coat and this hat, I look just like Saint Nick. All I need is a reindeer, the Grinch looked around, but since reindeer are scarce, there was none to be found. Did that stop the Grinch? No, the Grinch simply said, if I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead. So he called his dog Max, then he took some red thread, and he tied a big horn on the top of his head. I should do that with my dog. Then, he would hate me. Then he loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old Max. Then the Grinch said, "Gadap!" and the sleigh started down towards the homes where the Who's lay a snooze in their town. And I'm going to go ahead and skip this is the abridged version. Essentially, he goes in and he steals all of their presents and all their decorations and their trees and all that stuff. He sees a little girl. She's like, "What are you doing? Why?" And he just continues taking the stuff.
Not Taylor Momsen.
Is that her name?
No, the actress who played. Oh, never mind.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'm skipping like half the book. Here we go. Then the last thing he took was the log for the fire. Then he went up the chimney himself, the old liar. On their walls he left nothing but hooks and some wire. And the one speck of food that he left in the house was a crumb that was even too small for a mouse. That bitch.
Rude.
Then he did the same thing to the other Who's houses, leaving crumbs much too small for the other Who's mouses. You get an exterminator up in there.
Mm-hmm.
It was 15:15 dawn, all the Who's still abed, all the Who's still at snooze when he packed up his sled. Packed it up with their presents, the ribbons, the wrappings, the tags and the tinsel, the trimmings, the trappings. 3,000 feet up the side of the crumpet, he rode with his load to the tip top to dump it. Me too. Sorry. Pooh-pooh to the Who's, he was the Grinch-ishly humming. They're finding out now that there's no Christmas coming. They're just waking up, I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two, then the Who's down in Whoville will all cry boo-hoo.
Mm-hmm.
There's a noise, grinned the Grinch, that I simply must hear. So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand to his ear. And he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, then it started to grow. But the sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry, very. He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes. Then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. Almost the end, guys. Don't worry. And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons, it came without tags, it came without packages, boxes, or bags. And he puzzled 3 hours till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas perhaps means a little bit more. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light. And he brought back the toys and the food for the feast. And he, himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beef. The end.
Oh, you're my favorite roast beast.
Roast beast, I love it. Yeah, actually, that kind of makes sense, with the whole Christmas thing this year, because no one's getting presents, no one's getting tags or tinsel or anything.
Yeah.
And you know what? They bullied the fuck out of the Grinch. Have you guys watched the movie with Jim Carrey? They show him like getting bullied all throughout adulthood. I'm glad he stole Christmas.
Yeah. And now he's just returned to dump his load all over them. The same way that Cynthia can't say your name without laughing is just me getting through that entire book.
Ejaculation's load. I'm sorry. We're so bad.
Thanks for having us, Silicon Valley Pride.
Thank you for not firing us yet.
They like just pull the plug on the stream.
I think everyone left too. There's no one else here.
Oh, yay.
We have 8 people watching right now on Twitch.
It's just like action and drama on the Renegades Bar Twitch channel every second and fourth Saturday.
All right, let's bring in our next performer.
Yes, I'm so excited to have him here. He is a really good friend of mine who has worked in restaurants, and after he kind of like left the business, he took up cooking as his own passion, and he really put more into it, and also has video production knowledge, so like married the two, and he has a really great YouTube channel called Cucina di Salvatore, and definitely check it out, watch his stuff, it's super cute, and we have the video from him here today. Please give it up for a cooking presentation from Salvatore Serpe.
Ooh.
Thanks, Steven. Happy holidays from Cucina di Salvatore. I know this quarantine has been a drag, but I have the perfect recipe that's gonna make your holiday lit. Let's check it out. Chocolate-covered Oreos. Here I have a few designs for you. They're really simple. All you need to do is dip them in melted chocolate and start decorating. For the decorating process, you're going to absolutely need hard melting candies. You can find them at any grocery store, and if they don't happen to have them, you can also use chocolate chips, white chocolate, or dark chocolate. This is the perfect holiday gift if you're cheap, or you can do it like as a fun date idea if you're stuck at home with your loved one and you're like looking for a little bit of fun. Or you can do it while you're webcamming with friends. Thank you, Gay Club TV, and everyone for watching. Please check me out on my Instagram and YouTube channel, where you can see the full recipe and many other cooking creations I've made over the years. Happy holidays, everybody.
Oh, I feel like we should try to do that, but if we did, it would fully be like an episode of Nailed It.
Yes!
Because if we did it with like extreme nails on.
Didn't Rockham had a video where she was like baking stuff and she had super long nails and she was like whisking it with her, like the stuff with her nails and stuff?
I remember that. That was actually really good. Let's try it.
I'm actually down. We should do that for a pre-recorded thing for brunch.
For brunchy.
With other queens. And then we can have Sal be the judge.
That's perfect.
We just literally have to make the cookies that he just made.
Exactly.
Also, why is he not producing our drag videos, our virtual drag content?
He did content for Kendall.
And that was the best virtual drag number I've seen since the start of quarantine.
Yeah. No, that'd be cute. Anyway, thank you so much, Sal. I loved that. Again, you can follow him on Instagram and check out his YouTube channel. It's Cucina de Salvatore. I said Cucina earlier, but I was very just set on Cucci.
Same.
Yeah.
We don't speak Spanish. I'm sorry.
That's Italian.
Oh, it's cocina for in Spanish.
Truly chef's kiss.
All right, we're gonna bring on our next artist. It's actually a friend of mine. I think we're doing a pre-record thing first. Is that happening? I think so. This is a local San Jose artist. His name is Matty Heimgartner. I hope I didn't butcher that last name. He recently painted a mural at the Billy DeFrank LGBTQ Community Center called The Tree of Life, aka The Prissy Dumpster, which I love. And he's just an amazing artist. Do we have a video? I thought we had a video, like a time-lapse video for him. Is that coming? Where is it? Saldi. Oh, hold on, the chat. He says yes. Let's kill more time. Just start it whenever. Anyway,
You've reached Matty, and welcome to Matty's Palette. From a very young age, I found an escape in creating art. I have dozens upon dozens of notebooks that I filled while I was creating a fictional record company. As an adult, I am currently forming that story into a novel. But my visual art changes throughout the chapters of my life. My debut solo show, Things Unsaid, in 2019, and my second solo show, Piece by Piece, in 2020, were both about alcoholism and drug addiction because those were heavy on my mind. Now that I have that out of my system, both literally and figuratively, I have kind of been tuning back to who I was before I started partying. And I'm thinking back to like middle school, right before I came out, when I felt like I was not of this world. I felt like I didn't belong. I couldn't fit in with all the heterosexual people in the world and my church. And I used to doodle little aliens, and it was just kind of my way of tuning out. And now that I have the technical skill, I am revisiting that childhood fascination.
Ooh. Hey. Welcome, Matty. Welcome, Matty. Oh, how are you today? Oh, how are you today?
I'm enjoying the show.
Yeah, I'm so glad you. I love to like current everything. There's it. Would it be like you said that there's a little bit of futurism focus through your work?
I think we're having audio issues. I didn't really hear that. It sounded like you were underwater. I can hear that though.
Yeah, you can hear my echo.
Okay, I can.
Are you able to turn off echo?
What?
Make sure you turn off echo cancellation.
That's off.
Huh.
Yeah, I hear you now. I hear you fine now. I think maybe my phone just took a second.
Okay, well, I just hear echo. We can keep going.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine. Tell us a little bit about how the queer experience influences your art.
Yeah, I think, well, I mean, before anything else, I am queer. So I think that shows up in my art no matter what. But lately, I've been kind of diving back into before I started partying, like I said in the video. And, you know, when I was 14, 13, because I came out at 14. So maybe like 12 to 14 was when I was really having that internal battle, figuring out when I wanted to come out, how I should come out, how everyone else would respond. And, you know, I mean, you know the struggle. And so I've really been kind of reflecting back to that. And to get myself in that headspace, I'm like using different tools to go back there. Like, for example, I listened to my favorite music from then to bring me back into that headspace. Like, do you guys remember Tattoo?
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
I love them. I had their poster on my wall, but I've been listening to them a lot lately. You know, just other bands from that time. And I've kept a journal, so I'm like reading through that, and it's really fascinating how I forgot so much stuff that I felt like was such a huge struggle at the time then. So I definitely recommend journaling if you don't journal already.
Yeah, I feel like you bury a lot of our traumas, or a lot of negative things that happened to us in our childhood. And I'm glad that I have like that resource to come back and like move with that and like heal from that. Because a lot of us, I think, share that with us and really move on, struggle with that, even now in our lives. So we did a mural which was why. What I guess inspired that? Or like what is there any kind of like
Yeah, absolutely. So when I do my own personal art, a lot of it's like you know, almost a page from my diary. And with this piece, I wanted to specifically remove myself from it. I wanted this to be about the community, the LGBTQIA plus community, as well as the San Jose and Silicon Valley community. So I put the heart in there, which is a staple in some of my more recent pieces. And that was like the only part of me that I wanted in it. And the tree is to represent one, that's what gives us oxygen. And we need that to survive, you know, as humans. And then especially right now during the pandemic, when everything is about breathing and it affects your lungs, you know, we need trees, both literally and figuratively, the most right now. And then the butterflies that are on there are the different flags from our spectrum. And I will admit that there were some I had to look up. I didn't even know them because there's a lot. And I wanted to make sure that, you know, I was getting as many as I could in there. And I worked with Sarah G, the other artist that did a mural there. And we talked about like which flags go on which mural. So it was really like a totally beautiful experience.
That's so awesome. Sarah, featured you and her previous. You guys do such a amazed like put out all the time. And I'm just I can paint but I can't paint do like so fun. Have you tried doing Have you tried like painting?
Painting my face?
Yeah, or yourself. Drag it all.
The last time I did makeup for my face was for Miko's birthday last year. I thought I looked horrible. Like, I know that everyone jokes like, oh, drag makeup is like a clown. Like, no, I looked like an actual clown. I looked like a clown's makeup rag that was already wiped all the makeup off. It looked so bad. And I just like kept going because I was with friends that I hadn't seen in a while. And so I was just like kind of going. And then when everyone else was in front of the mirror, I was like, oh, I don't need a mirror. So I was just kind of doing it, not looking at anything. And then when I went back to the mirror, I was like, oh, maybe I did need a mirror.
That good idea for a challenge.
Drag without a mirror.
No mirror makeup challenge. We need to do that.
For sure.
How has creating art been for you? Has it been like therapeutic? Has it been challenging? Have you felt inspired or uninspired during the pandemic?
Actually, so in the beginning of the pandemic, I was kind of spitting out paintings left and right. And then somewhere along the way, I want to say maybe June or July, because my studio came down. And then so I didn't have a place to paint. Like, I could do it in my bedroom, but it was kind of such a hassle that I went back to writing, and I forgot how like much I loved that as well. And so I ended up emailing the chair of San Jose State for the Masters of Fine Art in Writing. And then they accepted me. So now I'm in the program to do writing. And it was all just kind of this chance. Like, the studio coming down was obviously kind of a tragedy, but it ended up giving me this whole new route of life that I didn't expect at all. But I'm always creating. I feel like I have to create. Like, if I'm breathing, I'm creating, whether it's art or painting.
For sure, yeah. I kind of feel the same way. Usually it's me. I'm either creating, I'm here, creating a map. Creating a podcast from eating. Anytime. But thank you so much for sharing your art with us, and sitting with us for a little while. Congratulations on getting into your master's program.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to see what else you produce in the coming years as our friendship goes. If you guys like what you guys saw, or you guys are curious to see what else Matty is, his Instagram is below at Fabulous Matty. Follow him, buy his art, share his stuff, and continue living.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Thank you for joining us.
All right.
Are we down to our last performer?
We are down to her last performer.
Oh my God.
I know. This went by so fast.
Honestly.
I don't know if you heard, like, my roommates are watching my dog right now, and he's like outside. He's almost like Damian's cat wanting to get in. He's been like, bah, 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 on the door. I'm like, I can't let you in yet, dog.
Yeah, right. Meanwhile, Frankie is fully asleep.
All right. This next performer is actually a friend of mine who I've known for like 10 years now, almost. I know, right? We've actually met on Grindr, of all places.
And then I have a couple friends like that, where it's like you like met on Grindr, Tinder, whatever, but you kind of end up just like hanging out and whatever.
Yeah, and the first time we actually met, I convinced him to come to the Winchester Mystery House to audition for their Halloween event with me. So we met at the Winchester Mystery House in person, and then our friendship just blossomed from there. But this person, his name is Marcus Ario. He is a singer, songwriter, and producer from San Jose, California. I believe he currently resides in Las Vegas, though. His style fuses pop, electronic, and R&B influences with an honest, lyrical language all his own. You can stream his music on Spotify, Apple Music, and all other major platforms. Please give it up for Marcus Ario.
Hi there. My name is Marcus Ario. Welcome to my living room. I'm going to be playing a few songs for you all on the old guitar. This thing right here, this device. Yeah, so get comfortable. Put some wood on the fireplace. And here we go. This first song is called The Party. And it goes like this. Hey, you kind of girl who don't pay for cigarettes. I'll see you with that harder shit. Follow me, there's a line by the swimming pool. High up, I think it's quite a view. I don't think there's much I would say to you, 'cause you do whatever the hell, yeah, you wanna do. You think it's sad that we were once kids. Hey, you got hooked with one fix. I'm just trying to kick this love. And you don't really speak much. Others, they don't shut up. I'm just trying to listen to you think about it. 'Cause she showed up late to the party. She laid her head on my left knee. You asked if I was high, I placed my hand by her thigh. I was waiting for you, you. I know it's been a shitty year. We feel like we should disappear. And I don't really say it right. I'm sorry now. Pretending is not easy. No, and we get what we get when we say what we want. But I think sad we were once kids. You got hooked with one fix. I'm just trying to kick this love. And you don't really speak much. The others, they don't shut up. I'm just trying to listen to you think about it. 'Cause she showed up late to the party. And she's sitting down beside me, yeah. Both of her eyes speak. They tell me, oh no, don't leave just yet. Ooh, just yet. Alright now. She showed up late to the party. She's sitting down beside me, yeah. Both of her eyes speak. They tell me, please don't leave just yet. Yeah, you. Don't leave just yet, nah, you. You, yeah, you. Yeah, you, no, you, yeah, you. Yeah, you. I'm not even gonna try to pretend like I did not mess up the ending of that song. But that's pretty much how it goes, like 90% of the time, I promise. So you didn't miss out on much. Anyway, I got a holiday song for you guys. Christmas holiday song. Deck the halls. Not that song, I was just saying. I was trying to say something holiday-esque. This song is called, it's called All I Want Is You. Sorry about that. Somebody was at the door. It was Santa, aka Amazon, dropping off possibly more bags of tea. But as I was saying, so this next song is a more contemporary holiday song. It's called All I Want Is You. And it go like this. Sitting here all alone, watching the snow fall, thinking back at the day when we threw them snowballs. I can't believe I'm putting the tree up by myself. I need you and nobody else, and I'm sorry if I pushed you away. I just want you to know I miss you, and I want you to stay. And I don't care if I don't get anything. All I need is you here right now. And I'm sorry if I hurt you, but I know that all I want is you this Christmas, this Christmas, this Christmas. All I want is you. And I don't care if I don't get anything. All I want is you this Christmas. And I'm never gonna do this alone. Baby, I just need you to be here, here through the holidays. Yeah, yeah. I just wanna know if you don't feel the same way. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I'm lonely, baby. Want you to hold me, baby. And I'm sorry if I pushed you away. I just want you to know I miss you, and I want you to stay. I'm sorry if I don't get anything. All I need is you here right now. And I'm sorry if I hurt you, 'cause I know that all I want is you this Christmas, this Christmas, this Christmas. All I want is you this. And I'm sorry if I hurt you, but I know that all I want is you. Wrapping gifts without you, babe. I miss this and I know there's no sound. I can't do this on my own. And I just wanna know if you don't feel the same way. Yeah, yeah. Because I'm lonely, baby. Want you to hold me, baby. And I'm so sorry if I pushed you away. I just want you to know I miss you, and I want you to stay. I'm sorry if I don't get anything. All I need is you here right now. And I'm sorry if I hurt you, 'cause I know that all I want is you this Christmas, this Christmas, this Christmas. All I want is you. And I'm sorry if I hurt you, but I know that all I want is you this Christmas. All I want is you this Christmas. All I want is you this Christmas. Yeah, yeah. All I want is you this Christmas. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. Again, I'm Marcus Ario. Happy holidays, and I hope to see you all really soon. Cheers. Bye.
He has such an angelic voice.
Seriously. That was an awesome set. Thank you so much.
He actually played for Silicon Valley Pride, their concert series thing on Friday nights.
Oh, yeah.
He did the main stage last summer on the Saturday night.
So he's a Silicon Valley Pride regular.
Exactly. Give him a follow. As I said, like all of his music's available on all major streaming platforms. His voice reminds me of Fall Out Boy.
Oh my god, totally.
Yeah, and I think he has covers of like some Panic at the Disco songs. He recently did. Sorry, my dog's like, let me out. He did a cover of Kim Petras' "Do Me" recently as well.
Oh my god,
which is pretty good. So check him out
for sure.
But otherwise, I think we're done with our stream for today.
Yeah. Wow. That was a super, super good show. Thank you all for watching. If you like us, you can, of course, catch us every first Sunday of the month, hosting Silicon Valley Pride's Drag Brunch, where we actually feature local, but now also drag performers from around the world. So,
oh yes, our lineup for this coming January is looking really good. So
stacked, mama. This lineup is stacked. I'm so excited.
Oh yes. Tune in, follow us there, follow us on Instagram, tip our Venmos. Make sure you guys follow all the performers from today so you can see what they come out with, in the new year. Otherwise, do we have anything else we need to plug?
But no, I think we're good. Happy holidays, stay safe, stay home, wear a mask, obviously.
Yeah, stay healthy. And just try to live your best life right now.
Yes. Absolutely.
All right. And with that, we wish you guys adieu.